Alien Covenant. So Alien Romulus comes out the week after this video drops. I guess not the week after, but a few days before this video drops. Or whenever. I don't know. Point is, Alien Romulus has come out soon, so I've been reviewing all the Alien movies. This is the finale to my Alien review series. I did want to do the AVP movies, but time didn't line up for that, unfortunately. So I probably will do that. Maybe when there's another Alien movie, or when there's another Predator movie. I'll figure it out. But this movie is like kind of like my Dawn Blue series of reviews, where I started off reviewing a string of really good movies, and then it just kind of faltered, and I was just talking nothing but messy movies. But I did really like Prometheus, even though it didn't always work for me. This movie I don't like, though. I like things about it, but I don't like the overall film. The biggest problem with this movie is this is a Predator movie, or not Predator movie. It's a Prometheus sequel and an Alien sequel jammed together in one. Prometheus and Alien are not the same. Prometheus is basically, like I said in my review, it felt like Ridley Scott had pitched an original sci-fi idea, but the only way he could get it made is if he made it as an Alien movie. And so in a weird way, it worked out okay. He added things to the lore of the universe, but it didn't really work out for a lot of people, so I get that. So I imagine when it came to making this one, he wanted to further some of those ideas, because you could tell that movie was a passion project of his, right? But then you get to this one, and I'm guaranteed the studio came in here and said, people didn't like that one. You gotta kind of go back to the formula a little bit. So he ends up doing both. And in that attempt to do both, he ended up pleasing no one. The fans of Prometheus, they like parts of this movie. They don't like the whole movie. The people who like classic Alien movies, they like parts of this movie, but not the whole movie. Also, so let's start with what I like about this movie. I think the cinematography and the score to this is a gorgeous. I think all that really works. Performances are very, very strong in this movie. I think where this movie just falters again is that blending of Prometheus and Alien into this movie, and it really can't find a balance between which version of it wants to be. And it was just a bad idea to take this franchise back to its roots while also trying to stick Prometheus onto it. It really just didn't work out. It's also pretty generic for an Alien movie. Like, I would say it's the most generic Alien movie. I mean, there's literally just a sequence where somebody goes, I'm going to go do this. They go off by themselves, and you're like, yep, that guy's getting murked, and that's exactly what happens. It's very classic, like, slasher, generic horror movie vibes. It's pretty lazy. The xenomorph's not really scary. There's a lot of sequences here that are, I would say, bastardizations of the lore. Stuff with some of the xenomorphs. Like, yikes. Like, the fact that they have technology to stop like a facehugger from laying eggs in you. In this movie, it's like, yet somehow they didn't have that in Alien. I'm like, I don't know, my guys. I didn't love Alien Covenant. I really don't like this one. I don't think it's the worst. Obviously, Alien Resurrection is the worst. But at least that one, I feel like, is so uniquely bad, it's more interesting than this one. This one feels like so much more of like a mixture of really bad and then like generically bad. And so it makes the whole product just feel very forgettable. I feel like I haven't heard a single person talk about this movie since it came out, and you can tell why. This movie kind of is an unmitigated disaster of a film. And just the way it came together. And it's not for lack of trying. Like, I think people tried with this movie. No one really sets out to make a bad movie, obviously, but it just did not come together. And so I think Alien Romulus looks so much more like a classic return to the formula, and that's what I'm looking forward to about that movie. And I'm glad somebody finally took the franchise away from Scott, right? Because Scott is a visionary. I like seeing the stuff he does, right? I'm very excited for Gladiator 2. I will be reviewing Gladiator 1 before that movie comes out, right? I like many of his movies, but it does feel like, you know, sometimes when creators make their thing originally, they're younger in age, they're a different person, so when they come back to it, they have a different perspective, they have new things they try to bring to it, and sometimes that can really, really work, and other times that can't. So, I don't know. But let me know your thoughts on Alien Covenant.